Maddie. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us for this presentation. My name is David Putnam, the Site NextGen RICO, and I'm joined today by Matthew Dolge, our Executive Director at the Piedmont Triad Regional Council. This month, President Biden visited coalition member NCA&T and said that companies across the globe are choosing the NC Triad to grow and invest. This project builds upon the success of this globally recognized cluster to strengthen innovation, talent, and equity for the region, which is SITE's namesake. The coalition's vision is to spark equitable innovation to invigorate next-gen manufacturing in the region, increasing the number of high-paying manufacturing jobs across all demographics and geographies. The coalition will do this by implementing 9 interwoven projects that focus on access, prototyping, simulation, R&D, commercialization, and talent to elevate the Triad's position. The projects will all work towards the shared vision of building equity and access for the cluster. Of the 9 projects, the 2 hubs will provide the scaffolding to support R&D, rapid prototyping, and innovation in a global market. These hubs will share a symbiotic relationship with the other 5 place-based projects. And finally, 2 initiatives that focus on talent and entrepreneurship will provide equitable benefits across the region. We expect an economic impact of 10,000 plus jobs, activating more than $2 billion in private investment and leveraging over $100 million, all for a $64 million project budget, which is an astonishing return on investment. On this slide, you'll notice the 2 hubs. The Smart Manufacturing Hub project costs $13.6 million and will be led by the nation's leading HBCU, NCA&T, to provide a resource for driving creativity. It will offer a state-of-the-art R&D base in the Triad for next-gen manufacturing that will result in job creation, wage growth, GDP growth, and greater economic mobility for generations to come. The Regen Med Hub project costs $12.5 million and focuses on strengthening the sector via test beds, a business incubator, and workforce development initiatives. The hub will increase the number of Regen Med companies and solidify our position as the international leader of regenerative medicine. The Center for Manufacturing Simulation project costs $3.8 million and will replicate processes physically via manufacturing lines and digitally through software. The project will transform low-skill manufacturing in declining industries into high-skill manufacturing in growing industries. The Advanced Manufacturing project at the Steelhouse costs $13 million and will redevelop 59,000 square feet of industrial space to provide up to 17 bays of middle manufacturing space. The project is expected to generate hundreds of new jobs and transform economic development within an opportunity and hub zone. The Small Scale Manufacturing for Equitable Opportunity project costs $8.5 million and will redevelop a warehouse to catalyze small-scale manufacturing businesses in the southwest quadrant of High Point, one of the region's poorest areas. The project will allow businesses to scale up and unlock generational wealth to shift paradigms. The Next Gen Furniture Design and Manufacturing project costs $3.5 million and will expand the generator into the southwest quadrant to launch programming, share skills, and resources. The expansion will accelerate industry growth by creating cycles of innovation that will champion the community's intimate relationship with furniture manufacturing. The Site NextGen Maker Mentoring project costs $1.2 million and will offer access for rapid prototyping of production by providing technical assistance and mentorship for makers and entrepreneurs. The project will offer the tools for a commercialization network, create quality jobs, and increase the prosperity of makers across the Triad. The talent development for next-gen manufacturing project costs $4 million and will implement critical parts of the 2018 talent strategy that includes a short-term credential program, experiential learning, apprenticeship, a long-term credential program, and establishing a manufacturing council to leverage the industry's leadership and equity development. Finally, the Site NextGen Entrepreneurial Ecosystem project costs $4.4 million and will strengthen the ecosystem by ensuring that everyone has access to resources and relationships they need to start and grow a business. The project uses a hub and spoke model to deploy 7 key initiatives, such as supplier inclusion and minority access to capital. All of these projects were developed with equity as the foremost output of consideration. Our region has been weak in terms of economic mobility, diversity, equity, and inclusion in the past, and these projects reflect an opportunity for us to change that. This concludes our presentation. If you would like to learn more, please visit ptrc.org/SiteNextGen. Now I'd like to introduce Matthew Dolge, our Executive Director, who will respond to your questions. Thank you for your time.